Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti. Let's get right to it with the weather forecast. We are under weather impact alert mode for high winds starting this evening. So that means people need to start preparing maybe this afternoon if you need to bring some maybe the Christmas ornaments in and those kinds of things. For a look at how our conditions may be impacting your afternoon and evening, let's check in with Brandon T. Jones in our Outdoor Weather Center. Brandon, boy, talk about a busy morning for the team.
Oh yeah, no, it's already starting to pick up a little bit out here as well, Laura. We've got a little bit of rain, a little bit of mist out here going on at the moment as well, but definitely have felt the winds already kind of gradually get a little bit stronger over the last couple of hours or so. The bulk of those strong winds rolling in later this evening, roughly around 10 p.m. or so. But we're going to get some strong gusts in between now and that period as well. We'll talk about that here in just a few moments. As for right now, current conditions, 46 degrees. There's that little rain graphic on there as well that we were just kind of speaking about. Winds moving around 16 miles per hour, though. Right now, again, those are going to start picking up, and that's exactly why we're in that weather impact alert mode. You see, we've got high winds coming in tonight, as strong as gusts up to 70 miles per hour. So those aren't anything to kind of overlook. It is going to be strong, as Laura mentioned. Start securing some of those loose items right now, especially Christmas decorations. I know me personally, we've got a little inflatable out in front of the house. It's been giving me a lot of problems. Might as well go ahead and unplug it tonight. But these winds can cause extreme damage, such as downed power lines and trees. Again, we'll get into this a little bit more coming up in the full forecast.
Brandon, appreciate the update. Okay, it is 12:02 right now. Spokane Public Facilities District and Live Nation are hosting a press conference at One Spokane Stadium right now. This is to unveil details for a new event coming here next summer. So we're going to take a live look right now and see what's happening. Again, this is for an announcement about something that that is coming when we get into next summer. Do we have that live?
Years of work for my team as we've built up this culmination of the event. It's been countless emails, countless phone calls, scrubbing of budgets left and right, and then just countless calls and conversations with agents, managers, all coming together as we were looking to put this together as a culmination going into last summer, but now we've kind of pushed it off. We ended up pushing it off, and now we're here for today. That work that we put in laid the foundation for everything that we're about ready to announce. And what that was a buy-in not just from my team and the hours that they've worked, but the buy-in from the agents, artists, managers, and then even we've got local sponsors from the community that are already bought in and here with us as well. That buy-in comes from the greater impact that we're going to have, not just on the city, but on the region. This event is looking to bring anywhere between $3 to $4 million worth of economic impact into this one day, just this summer. It also has a potential for massive growth over the next few years as we continue to build this up, looking to get into 2 to possibly 3 days. The other impact that we also have is not just community, but nationwide. We're bringing in Team Gleason as our nonprofit of choice, where we're going to help support them in everything that Steve's built here, not just within our community, but within the nation as well. And then obviously we're putting Spokane back again on a national spotlight and on the map again. As the spotlight that we have will bring in larger artists, big names, and people throughout the entire region as well. Something I mentioned earlier is going back on to like the belief. What I'm about ready to announce is something that my wife and I believed in over 10 years ago. It's something that we put together with Tin Fest, and now on a larger and grander scale, I'm doing it again with my team over here. And also not just with my team, but with the help of Live Nation. So we're bringing Live Nation, who's the world's largest promoter, and then the Spokane Public Facilities District together to partner on this event for the first time ever. So I'm proud to announce that on July 11th of this summer, Blessing in the Skies Music Festival will be coming here to Spokane, One Spokane Stadium, We'll be hosting 20 bands on 4 different stages, which includes the podium, with a full day of rock, alt-rock, pop rock, and many more subgenres that fall within those demographics and those genres. It'll be a celebration of music, food, art, and of course the culture and our community. As I mentioned earlier with Team Gleason and the support that we're giving them, $1 out of every ticket will be going back to Team Gleason to help support them. This is something that Steve and Kyle Gleason and I have been talking about ever since COVID, knowing that Gleason Fest was coming back out of COVID was no longer going to happen. And it left a massive hole for Team Gleason here within the community, and it also left a hole within the festival community in town as well. The great part about that
on that announcement, you can read on KREM.com. So it is about Blessings in Disguise, a concert, a day of concerts, music, art, that is coming in July, making the announcement this morning with some of the money from the ticket sales going to Team Gleason in the fight against ALS. All right. It is 12:07 right now. Taking a look at news of the day. This is video that we got in this morning near the hospital district. It's at South Brown Street and West 7th. Crews were able to shut off water in order to fix that break. Now, yesterday there was another water main break along South Washington, so we're not sure if the two are connected. So this morning, detours from yesterday's water main break are still in effect at last report, and you can just see water pouring onto the roads. The city put up detours for people to avoid that situation, and right now the city says those detours again are still in place. Here's a look at those detours. If this is part of your commute, you can take Bernard to 6th to then get on to Washington, and we are working to find out how long this situation is expected to last, and the detours should be in place. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, Libby, Montana is under a flash flood watch. The National Weather Service issuing the watch as crews work to reduce pressure on a damaged dam. Heavy rain damaged what's called the Lower Flower Creek Diversion Dam last week, and engineers are now releasing water to try to ease the pressure on the dam and reduce the risk of an uncontrolled breach. Officials say the release will continue through tomorrow afternoon, and people in that area should stay alert and be prepared. Now heading over into western Washington, about 30 minutes south of Seattle near Pacific, there are go now evacuation orders in effect. A levee failed along the White River, and now there is a flash flood warning. The National Weather Service says HESCO barrier failed, and now more than 2,100 people are having to evacuate. So we are tracking that as it is in real time going on. Meantime, people near Tukwila are able to go back home. Late last night, the National Weather Service ended the flash flood warning and evacuation orders that were in effect for the Green River. So take a look at the video showing the water levels yesterday. And you can see it was so bad, it wiped away some land and made roadways unsafe to drive on. Though some evacuees can now return home, officials are warning people to be on standby in case the weather does indeed get worse. And one person did die overnight after driving into floodwaters. Again, this is in western Washington. It is the first known death connected to this record flooding that's going on. Around 1:30 this morning, police responded to a car in the water southwest of Snohomish on the edge of the floodplain. Fire officials shared a photo showing just how deep the water is, which is well away from the actual river itself. So look at the pools and things. You can see just how deep that is. A rescue swimmer pulled a person from the car and began CPR, but unfortunately, that person did not survive. Swimmers checked the car and did not find anyone else.